Good News in School, brought to you from the Department of Professional Learning. And I'm your host, Sancia Berkley. But for this show, you can call me San. All right, so I know you're wondering, well, what is Good News in Schools all about? Well, it's highlighting all the good work that we're doing in our community, our district, and our schools. All right, so the current trend in our community right now is the Of Course Challenge. So the Department of Professional Learning had to represent, so check this out.
I'm a TDS. Of course I can help you with your instructional technology needs. I'm a TDS. Of course I put everything in a digital format.
I'm a TDS. Of course I provide ongoing feedback.
I'm a TDS. Of course I design PD and teach classes at night.
I'm a TDS. Of course we use the standards for professional learning.
I'm a TDS. Of course I do more than my job description.
I'm a TDS. Of course I'm always popping in to do an observation.
I'm a TDS. Of course I provide professional development trainings for all teachers.
I'm a TDS. Of course I have way too much paperwork to complete.
I'm a TDS. Of course I have to grade assignments for TAP courses.
I'm a TDS. Of course I'm going to be there to support you through this entire program.
I'm a teacher development specialist. That explains it all.
Whoa, man, so you see how hard they work? So this is Good News in Schools. And so, of course, we're up to date with the latest trends. All right, so now let's take a look at what's going on in our CCPS schools. All right, at West Clayton Elementary School, they had their PBIS team that planned a PBIS acknowledgement events for March. The activities included cinnamon snacks, new student orientation, and a spring egg hunt. Now, how fun is that? Also, they're showing their team spirit right here with their brand new PBIS shirt. Great job, West Clayton Elementary School. We see you. So next up, we have North Clayton Middle School, where the 8th grade scholars led an intervention block with a CER. Do you know what CER stands for? Claims, Evidence, and Reasoning. So they led an investigation and review on heat transfer. So the North Clayton teachers and coaches work hard to plan their specialized instruction based on the needs of their students to master the standards. Kudos to you, North Clayton Middle School. All right, so next up we have Morrow Middle School and the Social Studies Department. They wrapped up Black History Month with students participating in a Black History Wax Museum celebration. Did you see that? I know it was phenomenal. Students researched significant historical figures to present during the Wax Museum. Go, Morrow Middle School, we see you. Last but not least, we have Jonesboro Middle School. They had an incredible celebration of culture and history. Their Black History Month parade was a vibrant tapestry of pride, unity, and inspiration. From the rhythmic beats to the colorful attire, every moment filled hearts with joy and reverence. Thank you, Jonesboro Middle School, for honoring and uplifting the voices and contributions to the Black community. We love you, Jonesboro Middle School. So next up, now we want to feature some good news in our schools. On this episode, we're highlighting the excellent work of a TAP alumna, Alexus Sowell. She's at North Clayton Middle School. Let's take a look at what's going on in her classroom. Alright guys, we are here at North Clayton Middle School to see Miss Alexus Sowell in action. Come on and join me. Let's see what she has going on.
My name is Alexus Sowell. I'm a 6th grade language arts teacher at North Clayton Middle School. When you step in this room, you matter, you have a voice. We apologize, we forgive, and we make it happen in here. We are respectful of not just us, but those around us as well. As long as you respect our space, we're gonna have a great day. And that's what this is. In this classroom, we do second chances. We apologize, we forgive, we respect each other. We keep our promises, we never give up. We encourage one another, we laugh often, we belong, because we are a family. Some good news is that on the MAP growth assessment for the spring, my students scored well over their goal. Roughly 50% or more have met their goals, specifically my small group students as well as my ESOL students. It's been a challenge, but we have definitely been crushing our goals in the classroom. Also with Morrow Learning, that is a district provided a platform where they assess the writing. My scholars have also shown growth from the fall benchmark assessment to now. What makes me smile is their eagerness to learn and the enthusiasm in the classroom. Their different personalities are amazing. Every day they never cease to amaze me. And just when I think about them, I'm just smiling at their growth and just at who they are and who they're growing to be, because that transition from 5th to 6th grade is rough. So I'm constantly seeing how they're evolving into who they think they are even at this moment. My recent accomplishments, well, number one at the top of my list is completing TAP for Clayton County, of course. Also winning Teacher of the Month, starting my master's program for curriculum and instruction, and scoring my 4.0, which is still standing, getting conferred for graduation in May. Also, just my data presentation went really well. So at our last faculty meeting, I was a Tiger Spotlight, where I was able to share my data and things that I'm doing in the classroom with the faculty and staff. My Mount Rushmore of teachers, when I think of that, I cannot help but to think of my kindergarten teacher, Ms. Riley, my 5th grade teacher, Ms. Betty Holmes Brown, Ms. Leland, she's also a Clayton County teacher, surprisingly, and also Mrs. or Dr. Amy Waddell, who was my early childhood education teacher in high school. These teachers, their dedication to us as their students and even just beyond the classroom was amazing, and they helped me to become the teacher that I am. And so when I think about my Mount Rushmore of teachers, I cannot help but to think about those influential leaders. So if you stay true to who you are and remember that teaching definitely comes from the heart, you can make it happen. And also, one thing I always learned from Ms. Sherika Reddick is to leave the angry birds of education alone. Find your group of people who pour into you, who you can pour back into, who you can debrief with at the end of each day, so that it takes off the pressure, that you can come back in and leave it all on the table and know that you've done your job. I'm glad you all came to hear some good news in schools.
I hope that you enjoyed our very first episode of Good News in Schools. Yes, as my mom would say, good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. See you soon.